Hello, writers. Today for writing, we're going to be reading another book like we did yesterday. Remember we read the book Lines That Wiggle, and we worked on some lines that wiggled. Remember, I drew a fish or a whale, a really big thing with my lines that I used right here. Today we're going to read a book called Dog Loves Drawing. And this is about a dog who likes to draw all kinds of things. And I know as kindergartners, we like to draw too. So we're going to read that book real quick, and then we're going to get into our writing lesson. All right, here we go. Dog Loves Drawing by Louise Yates. Dog loved books. He loved books so much that he opened his own bookshop. When he wasn't sharing books with others, Dog was reading them himself. One morning, a package arrived. Inside was a book, but as Dog opened it up, he saw his surprise that it had no words and no pictures. How curious, he thought. Just inside the cover, he noticed a message from his Aunt Dora that read, "To my dearest dog, may the lines you draw open a door to some wonderful adventures. With love, from your Aunt Dora." It was a sketchbook. Dog knew exactly what to do. He pulled out his pens, laid out his brushes, sharpened his pencils, took a deep breath, and drew a door. He stepped through it, and on the empty page in front of him, Dog drew a stick man. "Hello," said the stick man. "Hello," said Dog. "I'm not sure what else to draw." "Let's doodle," suggested the stick man. "That's the best way to come up with ideas." So that is what they did. Then they turned the pages together. "It would be even more fun if there were others to join," said Dog. So Dog drew a duck, and the duck drew an owl, and the owl drew a crab, and the crab did some coloring in. Soon they were all spilling onto the next page. What now, they wondered. Let's go on an outing, hooted the owl. So the dog drew a train, and they all climbed aboard. While the duck was arguing with the others about who should drive, the stick man drew himself a driver's hat, scribbled some steam, and they were off. The scenery streaked past them. They were traveling so fast. At last, the stick man drew the train to stop. Dog got out and drew a boat, while the crab scribbled some sea. They climbed aboard, all except the crab, who clung onto the side. The stick man drew some sandwiches because he was hungry. The owl copied the sandwiches because he was hungry too. And the duck drew an enormous cake because he was the hungriest of them all. Dog colored in a cloudless sky, and they drifted. The boat drifted a long way before land appeared. They all got out and stretched their legs. The crab drew a parasol to protect himself from the sun. Then the duck decided to draw I want you to turn and tell someone what a parasol is. I'm looking at the picture. Parasol is a word we don't hear that much. A parasol is another word for an umbrella. Duck decided to draw a monster, and that spoiled everything. The monster chased them all the way around the island and onto the next page. Then Dog had a brilliant idea. He quickly drew a door and leaped through it. On the other side, he found himself back in the bookshop. He turned to the last page of his sketchbook and made sure that all his friends were safe and that the monster could not escape. But then he dashed out to buy some more paper. Dog loves drawing, and the very next thing he did was draw a thank you card for his Aunt Dora. Dear Aunt Dora, thank you very much for my sketchbook. With love, from Dog. Wow, Dog drew so many things. I was thinking about all the stories that he could write with those pictures that he drew. He drew a boat and he drew a crab, an ocean, a train, all of those different kinds of things. That makes my mind go crazy of all the different things that he could draw. I want you to stop right now and I want you to turn and tell somebody something that you love to draw. Maybe it's something you're really good at drawing. Maybe it's something that you like to draw just because it's your favorite. I want you to turn and tell someone that. This is our turn and talk part. Now your job today is going to be to draw that thing you love. But first, Mrs. Lenz is going to go back into our book of drawings. And remember, yesterday we worked on lines that wiggle. So today we're going to look at the page that says Dog Loves Drawing. And this is where you get to draw something that you like to draw, okay? Now, Mrs. Lenz was taught how to draw a dog when I was a little girl, and I'm still pretty good at it. So that's what I like to draw because I think it looks good, okay? And today I brought a marker because I wanted you guys to be able to see a little better than yesterday, okay? So here is my dog. First I draw 2 circles and a nose and his head and his ears and his eyes. And I give him a little tongue. And then there's his body and his 4 legs. And then I would go back and color that, but I'm not going to show you that right now. So this is something that I love to draw. So today what you're going to do for your assignment is you're going to think of something you love to draw. Maybe it's your family, maybe it's a car, maybe it's a monster or a superhero or a princess. And I want you to draw that on this page, Dog Loves Drawing. And remember, if you don't have this packet, it's okay. You can just use a piece of paper at home and you're going to take a picture of your drawing and you're going to submit it to Mrs. Lenz on Canvas. All right, have fun, guys.